notification. He's like, I've been waiting for the stream to pop up.
Aww.
Cool. I have a viewer.
You might have a viewer.
Did you tell him we were playing tonight?
No, I can tell him that.
Take Darren, we're playing.
It only counts as one. Okay. So. Hopefully my, it does work. My chat works. It wasn't working last time. Previously. On Giddy Up Ohio. Kind of like a witch or a dork.
Everybody gets at least 3 of these. They're kind of melted because it's really hot.
And there's no
I think
blueberries.
there's only 2 flavors.
No blueberries.
I did not pick the flavors.
I'm just now realizing, Patrick, your hair got so much more blonde.
Yeah, the sun bleaches my hair.
Yeah.
And cans my skin and makes my arms look cool.
Fair. That's fair. I did.
I get a negative of myself every time I go out.
I did take a picture of his arms at one point this week because they look cool. There's chocolate chips in this cake pop?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No!
Is that a good thing?
Yeah! I usually just eat them in one bite. So. Sorry, I'm a little loud. Previously, you guys tracked down, Lily and Bartholomew and the other captors who were being held in cages by a band of kidnappers led by a half-orc named Royd, Sturroyd. You attacked after a minute of high grass, which was kind of fun.
I didn't intentionally wait till the high grass was gone.
Yeah.
Only a few seconds.
Yeah. It was a minute.
I
You're
did
like,
not realize it was a whole minute.
A bit of a harrowing fight. Some people died a couple of times.
Yeah, mostly the enemy.
Mostly.
I got attacked a few times.
You created a giant wall of fire, which was really cool. Yeah. You're so proud of yourself.
Felt good.
Yeah. I bet. But you were able to kill all of the, like I said, all the hostages. Sorry. My brain's not where I suffered a head injury today. My brain's not working. You were able to kill all of the kidnappers. And that is where we'll pick up this time. So y'all go ahead, I'll get the music up.
That was fun.
So, are they still in the cages?
Yes.
So what just happened? The whole thing just incinerated in front of us.
And Freya comes walking out.
Toss the guy back in.
And I go, what?
Broken.
Well, so much for keeping him alive.
So,
Was that the plan?
we'll just
Was that the plan?
run over to this cage,
Figure out.
and he's just gonna take his axe and start hacking at the door.
Which one? Who's in it?
The big
Back
one.
here.
Thermatolane.
The Madeline?
Yeah.
Okay. You start hacking away at it. Give me a strength check, please.
That one.
You're not quite ready for how tough this metal is, and you do boom, and it bounces back. And the Madeline from inside the cage goes, Chiwu! Get us out!
Wow, rude.
Huh. Since I'm back there, I probably heard him, so I'll come over and...
Good strength, great.
Could I check the pile of ash for keys?
I'm not. You are.
Who was the pile of ash?
I don't know. Roy was in there.
Yes.
Wood was in the ash.
Mm-hmm.
That's 13 investigation.
You find where you would imagine like a chest pocket would be.
Of the ash pile. Is it?
Yeah.
Is there anything left in this
There
guy?
are there's some charred bones and like metal pieces. You do find a set of keys.
Jiwoo! Catch! I'll push it over to you with my telekinesis.
Okay. He drops it.
I hold them there in front of you so you grab them.
Stop rolling that dice.
Getting all the bad rolls out.
Good, good, good. Is there anything else in this pile of ash that I could find?
It's
With
lots
a
of, like,
with a 13 on Royd, he is burned to a crisp. There are some. You would find like a handful of coins in his pocket. I'd say probably about like maybe like 10 gold.
Cool.
But not everything else is pretty much like incinerated. He was in there for like a good bit.
Since Chiwo has the keys, I'm gonna go search the bodies of Sue.
Okay.
See if they're like not dead yet, or you could ask them some questions.
I check for their pulse.
They're dead.
I check for Barf's pulse.
They're all dead.
Oh,
I'll say
I check Sue's body.
Okay. Well, investigation.
18.
Cool. You're fine. Deck of, deck of cards now.
Everybody carries cards.
They love games.
Yeah.
I don't. That dice
You
or something,
find
maybe.
a purse with about 5 gold and 3 silver in it. Not a lot. She was the one that fought.
Me.
Yeah.
She was a spellcaster, I believe.
You find a scroll. And you find a potion of. Actually, you have to make an investigation. Actually, no, I think you probably know. A potion of haste. That's that.
Oh my.
And some loose trinkets of jewelry and stuff.
I'll take the jewelry. Silver, gold,
Wooden carved.
wooden jewelry. Like rings.
No, like a leather strap, necklace with like a wooden pendant.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Alright, thank you.
What?
Can I go up to the bear and make friends with the bear?
Roll an animal handling check.
Okay.
Okay.
9.
You approach the bear. And it lets you get somewhat close before it swings out a big beefy paw. You get the sense that it's more scared rather than like angry at you, but yeah, it's not letting you anywhere near it at the moment. Sorry. It's okay. I'm sorry, friend.
I'm not finding a potion of haste.
Straight past and up to that dude.
Or should I just do it as if someone casted haste on me?
Maybe a potion of speed? Let me check. I thought it was haste. 2 seconds.
Was a potion of speed?
It's probably that then. I'm probably getting the spell haste in the potion.
The effect of the haste
Yeah.
spell.
That's it.
Alright. Yes.
What can I do to make you sad? I can't make friends with the bear.
Chris is gonna take a seat on the nearest stump.
Daisy's gonna lie there still dead.
Still dead?
Yeah.
She's gonna roll over and groan, maybe?
I got nothing.
You're
I'll walk over. So nobody's walking over to her. I'd walk over and perform a medicine check, see if I can stabilize her. I guess.
Is she unconscious?
I don't have anything
I think so.
to
I
help.
thought you were protect.
Was I?
I thought
Yeah.
you were.
You're at 22 hit
I
points.
was. I'm sorry.
She rolls
Well,
over.
after
You're fine.
being killed yesterday twice by somebody in Minecraft.
Hey, I didn't get it the second time.
Fair warning, Edward does not like his house being chickened.
That is true.
Edward shot me twice.
It brought
She
me
was
back
being
and then
threatening.
was like,
She is aiming at me.
Threatening your chickens.
It's not being fair.
what? I remember I went up and I healed you and then I ran away.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. It took me a
Also
minute.
took my polar bears.
Is keys working, you?
It's store and lock.
Yes.
Okay. Is all the rest of my family in this cage, or are they in the other cages?
They're all in that cage.
Okay.
The Madeline and a small cluster of children.
The-
About maybe like
Like a
5 of
tree.
them. I don't know how many kids you want.
It's the family tree.
Is that
Yeah.
the cluster?
Oh, listen.
yeah, that's the family tree. Credits to Patrick.
Why did you list your kids?
In his backstory.
See that text I gave you?
Let me look.
Look, she has a
That
brain
was
injury.
a long list. Was
She forgot your whole backstory.
But since Jesse doesn't want munchkins, I guess everybody gets 4.
They put the chocolate ones on the bottom.
I actually rolled for kids to see how many I had.
Which die?
D100.
Gotta use that now.
How many dozens?
So that real long text I gave you on 4/24 at 10:08 p.m. That's all listed.
On February
I mean, going over and growing
April.
is a valid thing
April?
to do right now. It is a
April
valid thing.
24th.
Thank you. I appreciate the validation.
It's a heroic thing to do.
there we go.
No.
You don't have the names.
Here they are.
I don't have a text with the names. I don't have a text with the kids' names.
I had to clean up her hair while I was asleep.
That's great.
It's cold and wet.
Freaky leg.
That's your name. That's not the kid. Oh, it's a click open one. Oh, sorry.
I don't know how it shows up for you.
It shows up just as that top part.
Oh, so you didn't get all the rest?
No. That's why I was so confused. And you're like, I told you these things. I'm like, I did not get that text, man. Yeah, well, she was got a whole other backstory now. I did not know the text opened up.
That's amusing.
Okay, sorry.
This new
You
technology.
did pretty good for not having all that info.
I was making it up as I went based off of you.
Oh boy.
Okay, 1, 2.
Counting.
17 children.
Okay, 3 kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 kids.
Guess you didn't roll a D100 then, huh?
He could have.
Only
Right.
3?
Hmm?
Only 3?
Well, that it's not
Did anybody else send me a really big long text that you have to click on to open?
I did not.
Why do you think? Oh,
I don't
I've
think
never-
so.
I don't know. It
I've
it
never
it
seen
in a
shows.
text message?
Yeah, look. For me,
I know what you're
for
talking
me, it
about.
shows up as like just this part down here, like that big of a size.
And you click on it?
And you click on it, and it's all that.
heck? How do you do that?
You send like a whole Word document?
I mean, it's all one text, so
Weird.
Do you need like 10 minutes to
Shiwu
read
has
that?
No, read it as
58
it goes.
children.
I mean, we can let you read it now.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Read it out loud so we can
I
all
don't
like.
need, I don't,
roar
at
apart.
this moment, I don't need to know. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, I love your son, Grogan.
Now we know his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so there are.
Daddy's here.
So there is.
Look at it, there's a whole pride of pies down there.
Okay, so
Okay, go ahead. Take the reins.
we'll get everyone out and say, this is my wife, Madeline. These are all boards, of course.
Hello?
Your wife, right? Okay, this is rather fortunate we found them, isn't it?
Congratulations.
She
Awkwardly
Greenhammer, it
pocket
took you
stuff.
how long to find us? I was in that cage.
Well, I did think you could handle yourself, but I was trying to find you the best I could.
I punched that bear in the face.
That's why he's so scared.
Hope you don't like rodents, so you do that.
I didn't. However, I will just say, you are going to need to have a talk with your daughter, because Jagrenny, this is the highlight of her life.
So confused.
Oh, I wasn't worried about being kidnapped. We were fine. I mean, we'd get out eventually. They'd have to let us out of the cage eventually. With our family, that was not a worry. We just couldn't get out of the stupid cage.
So what was the worry?
Being taken really far away from home. I mean, the dwarves always find a way back to the Blackmounts.
I'm confused of what.
I was fine. Shut up. I was fine. Everyone was fine. And you see this tiny little boy dwarf run up. He's got 2 tiny little braid beards. Just two tiny little braid beards. He looks to be about 12 and just
Okay.
runs up. He's just like, "We're gonna get him!" Punches the bodies. We got this!
Myers the Zigger.
Feisty one you got there.
You see the bear?
Yeah, yes.
I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna ride it home. Hi, Dad!
How is Chiwu responding to this punching of corpses?
He looks a little overwhelmed.
He's like,
see-
oh,
You see
boy.
the eldest of the 3 children, a very elegant for the circumstances, very put together for the circumstances of being trapped in a cage, dwarven young woman climb out of the cage with about as much grace as you could possibly see a dwarf have. Climbs out and just, Dad, I need to get home. I have been trapped in a cage for a month with that imbecile of a son. I don't know what I have done in this lifetime to deserve this.
Just think of it as an adventure.
I wasn't made for adventuring. I was made to be pretty.
So there's an oldest daughter.
There's an oldest daughter who seems to be about roughly 20-ish. Yeah. A younger daughter.
Oh, okay. There's just a little. I was like, there's another 17-year-old.
Yeah. A younger daughter, who. I mean, you kind of have to look at her for a little bit to be like, wait, is that? Because dwarves, they all have beards, so you're kind of like, is that a little boy or is that a little girl? I don't know what that is. Who is that? What are you?
What is that?
What is that? What are you? But then she starts talking, and you're like, that's another girl. She also has very short wispies, happening Which the eldest one, you can see she has her like facial hair, the little bits that like the peach fuzz that the women have, very nicely like taken care of and stuff. This other one, you can see she's just trying to be like as much as I can get out. Bright red hair. And then the mother, the Madeline, who you've met, Chifu. I'm doing the math right now on the age of the children and the mother.
I didn't like think that through. So.
Ignore
Don't worry
that.
about it.
She's only
Ignore him.
27.
Ignore him.
Nope.
I was trying to get this out like as fast as I could.
And then she didn't
And
even
then I didn't even
Apparently,
say it.
you had like 6 months to do it.
I did.
But the mother to Madeline has long, very curly red hair, like a dark auburn hair. Very nice sideburns. She doesn't really have like a scruff, but like very nice sideburns that you're kind of like, they're kind of like gelled down almost. Very elegant, but also looks like could kill you.
The sideburns?
Yeah, she could break them off. They're daggers, man.
Oh my word.
Very elegant.
Yeah.
But deadly.
Mhm.
Alright.
I am so sorry.
So it goes daughter, son.
Her nickname is Tharmy.
Fermi.
Tharmy.
Fermi?
I'm so sad I didn't read this earlier. Great. Yeah, daughter, son. Yeah.
Okay.
While this reunion's going on, I want to see if there's any of the bodies have like letters of correspondence on them, anything that would lead us toward who they're working for or anything like that.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Well, it would have been on Royd.
Yeah, but that
Yeah, that's gonna
was
depend upon the
unfortunately
roll.
ended. 17.
He's burnt.
You do find a map on one of them.
Got the map.
That has different areas checked off. One of them being where's the map?
I don't have
the map.
We are so ready tonight. All right. Well, on the map, there is a check mark down by Tin Town that you see. There is a check mark up in the Vrag Mounts. There is a check mark, very close to where you are. And there is, just checking how many people I have in here. Oh. And there is another one down closer to the edge of the water, of the Misty Sea, further to the south, or like to the bottom of the sea.
Wait, like by a store?
No, by the city. Like in that marshy area that you
Oh,
passed.
so like the eastern coast.
Yes.
Okay. Is there an automaton in these cages?
No. Although if you can give me a bit of a perception.
Insight or perception?
What?
Insight or perception or
Perception.
perception? 18. 18.
You notice upon looking at the kenku, the small bird folk that was put in with the tabaxi,
Okay.
that its one wing is mechanical.
Okay, I see. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get out of here. He's just using the keys now. Just gotta wait. Back to the map.
I just left these in the door and forgot about them.
Okay. Alright. And there's no other like dotted line of where they're going on the map. Like a little X marks the spot.
Nope, someone burned that up.
Hey, it was me. It was
I know.
me. I didn't do it.
Alright. Cronus is gonna ask Chiwu for the keys. Can I see those?
He will take them out and toss them to you.
They fall to the ground.
Nobody can catch.
Pick them up.
There you go.
I had disadvantage. So
You need to sleep!
He
I
sat down for a
did.
little
It helped a
bit.
little bit. Okay.
He sat down.
Make
Does
my
that
way
count?
over to Bartholomew's cage.
Okay.
I recognized him, right?
Yes.
Okay. I try to open his cage.
Well,
which-
you wouldn't like
body on the
recognize him as in the sense of like, oh hey, I know you, but like
Spread the
you were
action
told
out.
there was
matches the description.
yeah, there was an old man and there was a young woman in the cage with him.
Okay. Excuse me. Are you Bartholomew? As I'm trying to unlock the cage.
What? Yes, son. Yeah.
We should just keep him in the cage.
I could really use your help.
Well, it seems that you get me out of this cage and you help me get Lily home and absolutely.
Do I need to make a cage to make a check to open the cage
Yes.
with the key? Well, I have to find the key too. So. What kind of check? Straight. It's 10.
That's enough. It's just to see whether or not that like a nat round you break the cage.
Or just
You
keep
break the cage.
Yep.
That's
Break
right.
the cage.
That's right.
You accidentally break the cage.
The door was unlocked the whole time. Bartholomew steps out of the cage and then helps this. It looks like just very lately pregnant. You're not really sure with elves how far along they, whatever the gestational period of an elf. But
Probably like
listen, there are some things that I have figured out for
9
this world, and there are
years.
some things that I have not figured out for this world. And I'm sorry, but the gestational period of a elf baby didn't make the cut. 23 months.
Nobody asked.
23
But
months.
So we knew how the sewer system worked in the last town, but not elf babysical.
Yep. An elf mommy and an
Just
elf
the important
daddy.
stuff.
He reaches up and helps her down, and she kind of just like stumbles a little bit, and he like sets her on the ground and stuff and like rests her. Does anybody have any healing to check on my daughter-in-law, Lily?
Check on her.
She's pregnant, and I worry she's been in a cage for several days.
I'll walk over and check on her.
Okay.
I'll check.
Hey. Make a medicine check.
6.
That's a pregnant elf.
She's still pregnant, so. That's what I noticed.
I'll walk over.
Okay.
She seems
Are
fine to
you
me.
or are you?
I'm oak.
You're good.
Okay.
Six
Still
too?
oak.
No,
Okay.
I rolled 7.
Be like, hello, I
I'm
do
not very
have
wise.
some measure of knowledge.
It's a total of 11.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Perhaps we can step away from all this chaos. Can't be good.
Very well. And she.
A man would never be that considerate.
Dropping hints now, aren't we?
Just a little bit of ways.
A real man.
I will do a medicine check. 8. That's a 5.
She's still pregnant.
She's not pregnant anymore.
Daisy's gonna walk over. Be like, let me get these amateurs out of the way.
What, you done groaning on the ground? I
I
had a +3 on that roll.
I didn't.
Yeah, but your D20 might as well be a D6. You never roll higher than that.
Medicine?
Yep.
Right. 17 plus 7.
Thank you.
That's how it's done.
Well, you are actually a cleric.
She is pregnant with a little girl.
gosh.
She is about.
How closely did I check?
You rolled high. Vet glove.
The amount you roll is how far you go.
Oh my, I'm glad I rolled lowly.
She seems to be okay. She's very tired, very dehydrated also, but doesn't seem to be in any danger.
say, ma'am, you're fine. Just, sit down, get some rest, drink some water, and congratulations on your daughter.
What?
And then she's gonna turn all around.
Yay! She starts all frolicking. Ha ha!
I told you to sit down.
She's gonna name it Bob.
She grabs some colored powder.
I think the mating part is over. You don't
You
need
don't know
it.
you're not an elf!
I am. Mating part's over.
It's like an. Yeah, alright.
I'll take the key out of the lock that swung toward me when the door opened and unlock the other 2 cages.
Thank you. Okay.
If I may.
Another elf man steps out, and then the tabaxi and a kenku come out. Actually, it's a tabaxi couple. 2 tabaxi come out and a kenku.
Oh. Can't one of your own steal one? Okay.
Weird choice, but alright.
This is
Everyone's
our son.
okay?
Lunch. Yeah, we're fine, thank you.
Good. Okay. Great.
I want to check barf.
Okay.
I want a barf check.
What are you looking for?
Eggnog.
Oh, just anything.
Okay.
Anything of interest.
Okay.
There's a body there that needs to be checked, and I will check it with a 10.
Okay. Where were you from originally?
Whispers.
Home.
Fair enough.
He's been running his whole life. He don't even know anymore.
Barf.
Don't know where you started from.
You can tell by his outfit, that he doesn't seem to be dressed necessarily for this weather. He looks like he was wearing some very warm weather clothes that just then got like a makeshift poncho thrown over top. So you.
Like he was dressed warmly? Like heavily?
No, he was dressed
Okay.
for warm weather.
Okay.
And then as he got colder,
Just threw more on top.
yes.
Okay. Alright.
Back throwing. Ha-ha. Well, I caught it.
Okay, what you doing here now?
I'll take the poncho.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
punches.
How big is this? How big is Barf?
A bit bigger than you. He's about
Okay.
medium size.
So if I wore the poncho, it would drag the floor,
Yeah.
the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
You did get a scroll from.
The other one.
Yeah.
Yes. Color brown.
It's like a mottled gray almost.
Okay.
It looks. It's not camo.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
At this point, my pack is like huge.
Just collecting stuff.
Just collecting stuff.
He's not a rabbit. He's a pack rat. But
He's like a those tiny little kangaroos. He's got the pouch.
okay.
And then like shift it around to the back.
No one else thinks you want to do.
No, I'm good.
I'll continue searching bodies.
Okay.
Unless there's anyone left. I think Heath and Regicat haven't been searched.
Is the bear wearing any jewelry?
No.
He's not very friendly.
It has calmed down though since everything. Shiwu's young son is over there just like it scratches it and scratching under the
And
chin
he's
and
happy?
like oh yeah.
The bear?
The bear's just like
Are we? What's the plan with the bear? Anybody have any ideas?
Turn it loose.
Take
in the
it.
forest. Do you want it?
I don't have a mount.
What other stuff is here? Like I'm sure they had supplies.
there was a campsite. There are a couple of small boxes, as well as some hunting supplies, like a few. What's the word I'm thinking of? Equipment to make like snares and stuff, like on-the-go hunting equipment. There's a lot of rope that you see. There are some small packs. There's
Rabbit
space on the front of the wagon before you get, like the wagon train before you get to, or cart train before you get to the first cage, where you see it looks like some of them were loading up whatever supplies they had. Yeah, if you want to inspect there.
I'll help Kronos with his investigations because I'm curious
Before
about
I
cool
walk
stuff.
over to that front of the cart, I want to see if I can get a clear glance at the Kenku. I don't want to make it obvious. I just
Okay.
want to see if I can see anything.
You're on your own.
more
Make
significant.
make a perception check.
I see nothing.
What?
It's a 4.
Oh. You know the bird?
I see nothing.
He's
Alright.
facing away from you.
Well, I'm thinking looking at the supplies. Roll a 7.
Okay. Opening the one sack, you find like grain flour.
Hmm.
It's like a cornmeal kind of.
Keeping notes of everything.
Okay.
I'll take a handful of that.
Okay.
It's
We
like
don't
a
use
powder, right?
encumbrance.
It's like a powder.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
You find a small keg of, like a small barrel keg of water that, with this group, you would surmise would probably last maybe like 3-4 days, maybe a week if stretched thin. They're traveling very light. For speed more than for, hey, let's go for a cart ride.
I'll take one of my cups, scoop up some water in it, and walk it over to the pregnant lady. Offer it. Add you some water if you'd like it.
Stops frolicking. Thank you. She just looks at it.
Just inhales it. Just her essence, just.
Yeah. Her cheeks just. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's with that roll. That's all you
Nice.
We could,
Alright.
it could just
I rolled
avoid, like,
16.
just walk, kind of like, okay, there was an indecision, and then the decision was, I'm gonna go look at the supplies. Like,
Yeah.
just like a turnaround complete, just
Yeah.
ignore me now.
You find in the one of the small crates, because the biggest of their crates is about like that big. Like there's nothing huge, but you find some rations, some dried meats and fruit, and you find what looks like a small pouch of herbs. Make an investigation check on this pouch.
You just want to make me a little more. 10.
It feels like a leather, but it's not quite like a leather you've ever really come across. I'd say with a 10, you can tell that this is a cactus leather, and the herbs inside are something that you would recognize grows roughly around your hometown, like within that general area.
I recognize, like I've seen it.
The herb is a tea.
So, okay. Got it. Okay, I've seen it before.
Yeah.
My brain
Yeah.
is connecting
Definitely
right
seen
now.
it before.
Yes.
Yeah, you're Duncan.
I'll search Heath and Regicat.
Okay. Which one?
Heath.
Okay.
10.
Okay. On Keith, you find 2 small daggers
Oh, cool.
on his hip.
I'll take them.
Okay. They're just basic little daggers.
Okay, like cool throwing knives.
They're just like
The standard daggers.
yes.
Pointy things.
Yep.
Points with handles.
Didn't one of them have like a battle axe or something? So
That's with I believe Heath was
Okay.
one of the
that's what I tried to put through the bars. It didn't fit.
yeah. That's on the ground
Okay.
by
Oh.
one of the cages. Real quick, with Heath, you would also find a small photo of him and a young woman.
Okay.
And that's that it for the
What
10.
do you do with the foot?
Burn it.
You're a weird fellow.
I stick
you
it
are.
back in his pocket where I found it. I pat it twice.
Hearing the
And
pats.
move on over to. I'll move over to Reggie Cat.
You have no more comfort. It won't fit. You try and it just boing, boing.
Your inventory is full.
Yeah, inventory is full.
I don't take
I'll do a check on the supplies too.
Okay.
Of course. Okay, so that's an 18 plus
Okay.
whatever my what was it investigation 19.
Okay. A lot of this stuff that you're finding does seem to have been picked up along the way from wherever they were going. It does seem like they are gathering a lot of supplies now. Like they have, yeah, they're stocking up. For what you wouldn't know. You do notice on the front of the first cart a symbol that you would recognize as a teleportation symbol.
Teleport the bear with us.
The whole forest.
Daisy. Look at the cart.
It's a
Do you
nice
see
card.
the symbol?
It's a nice symbol.
Teleportation. I thought you might know something about it. Okay.
Do I know what the symbol is?
This symbol you would recognize as similar in base to the one that was in your tower. You would know that this is one of a pair. So all of the symbols in the tower had the same base design, but they had a little something extra to kind of place them. So the one in your tower had a little bit of an extra design to symbolize like this is where you're going to and from. This one you would recognize as the same base symbol but with an extra little something to it. So essentially would tell you that there is a pair somewhere.
Do I know where that goes, or I wouldn't know that?
No, because the symbol on the cart is for this cart. You don't know where the other one goes to, but you recognize this as a transportation pair symbol. So you know that
She
this
doesn't know that? Or he?
because you lived in the tower.
But Oak does know that.
Oak would recognize it as a transportation symbol. You would be the one to recognize it as, oh, okay, this isn't just a
Go anywhere you want.
you go anywhere you want. This is a walkie-talkie essentially.
Gotcha. But
Of a
it can
symbol.
transport people?
Transport pretty much anything that can fit.
How?
I need a magic spell.
Do I have the spell?
Me? I got a
You
secret
sharp
challenge.
jacks right
I
in the middle
put the top hat on. I walk up with a little magic wand.
Oh, no.
And
Pull out a beam.
I pull down the hat and I disappear into my hat.
How dare you? Unfortunately, your hat is just a really big top hat, so you
Yeah.
kind of just crouch down. Yeah, you guys just take this top hat, shuffle, fall off the edge
Of
the cart.
Oak, unfortunately I'm not sure where this symbol would lead to, but I have a feeling it might be on a similar object, maybe card leads to card.
I will say you would know that you would need the transportation spell.
I need a spell that I don't have.
Can it be written?
Can be written.
It can be written.
Can be written.
Probably would be written because
Would
many
it be
people
written?
would maybe use it.
You would know that it is common to find written spells.
We'll have to go
It's
find them.
common to find written spells.
Hey, you spell people.
What?
You look at this. I hold out a scroll with some writing on it I can't understand.
Oh, look at that! It's a transportation spell.
Would I know that?
No, because it's written in magic.
What is it?
Do I know? Does she know?
Those of you that have magic would recognize, because the spells aren't written. Yeah, the spells aren't written in like, oh, this and then this and then this. It's kind of written similar to like the more like a symbol kind of way. Yes.
It's a grocery list. Leave it to the women.
Yeah. We don't need this crap.
I'll hang it on my wall. One with my other posters.
Don't have a wall.
Back at home.
It's inside his hat.
You're like a turtle.
Plastered on the side.
Oh my gosh.
You just take your hat off and look at it.
But does anybody want this? I don't know.
You guys would recognize it as a transportation spell.
I don't know what it is.
Do you want a transportation spell, please?
I mean, I'll take that.
I can
Jax.
keep
I'll
it.
take it.
Should I?
No, that's a little bit too important for you to carry.
No.
I mean,
I'll keep it safe.
No, you won't.
It would though. He kept my ring safe.
After you rejected it.
how does a transportation spell work anyway?
Could I fit? I lie down on the ground and sit down. Could I cast it?
You can sure try, little guy.
Bow.
Come on, Jax. Do you feel the energy? Feel the earth's energy.
Feel
Close
it.
your eyes.
Nothing. Here you go.
It's just a piece of paper.
Nothing.
I feel like you would be able to sit in one place long enough to feel the earth's energy.
Yeah, you have that piece of paper now. You're welcome. I don't have one of my things I got anymore.
What?
A scroll.
Um,
I lost it.
well, now you have room for that photo.
How big is it?
Wow. I didn't know it was a
Obsessive much?
I didn't even know it was a poster.
Like
I thought it
size
was a
cut out of
pocket
its weight.
size.
You've got keep that.
oh my goodness.
Heath's wife?
Yeah.
Heath's girl.
I feel like her name would be Teeth.
Heath Teeth. I don't think that's what it is.
So
what's going on?
How does that work?
Maybe I should hold on. I know more about it than you do.
Jax, I'm not giving this
You
one
have
back.
things and you don't know how transportation spell works?
I need the DM to tell
I,
me.
I will. With the transportation spell, you can use this to have a direct link between the two locations that the symbols are on. So, essentially, someone will make the symbols between the two locations.
Yeah.
Once the spell is cast, then it opens the portal and you can go between the two of them.
So it's essentially a really far hither-thither step
Yeah.
that I still haven't used.
Yeah. But it's not technically in D&D, but for me. with the, excuse me, with either a spell like a scroll or someone who is able to cast the spell, it will keep the portal open for a day.
Oh my.
So that's where like the towers would use it, and someone would be able to cast the spell in the morning, and then that would be their transportation between the 4 towers would be opened all day, as opposed to just using the transportation spell as itself will essentially do the same thing, but it's a one-time use.
Gotcha. Like the scroll is a one time.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, guys, I can cast this and we can go through it, but I have no idea where it leads to.
Maybe it'd be wise to recuperate before going through. Who knows what might be waiting on the other side.
I think it's a one-way ticket too.
Oh, it would be.
How big is the opening? Or is it kind of just like a
It's big
poof
enough
for
for you,
there?
don't worry.
Did not appreciate that. Is it big enough for you, big person?
She's like a foot taller than you.
Hmm?
And still not very big.
If it's not big enough for anybody, it would be Andromeda.
Oh, yeah. Giant woman.
Well, I'll just keep
Um,
the scroll, and we can just keep track of where this cart is, and if we want to escape, we can do it.
So, everybody that's here, we don't have a way of getting you all home, per se.
We could send them through teleportation.
Just hope it goes somewhere
Put
good.
them back in the cages and lead the bear home.
Is there something like on the cart?
It's like carved / painted, like etched in and then painted on top.
So, via Daisy, I'm going to ask the DM, because I don't think you know, could we theoretically take it off the cart?
It is carved into.
We could take the half of the cot with us.
Or just take the front cart.
Is there multiple carts?
You could just take
The whole cart.
if Daisy, you would know if you dismantle the symbol, it will break the connection.
Like, if you could try to, like, carve around it or something.
Not if you could carve around it, and it would be fine. But if you break the line at all, like chip the and it will break the connection. Yeah. At this point, Bartholomew will speak up. We can provide. That wasn't his word. We can provide some safe passage back to our village and some hospitality for a while for those who need it. We're kind of settling down for the season, so we could spare some folks to take people to the edge of the forest, and Madeline will speak up to them. Well, I can get my family home. That won't be a problem. I can tell you right now, Ragmount, that way. Super easy.
Is it that way?
Yep.
Do I know it's that way?
Yep.
Sweet.
Guys. Me and my children, we will be all right. Don't worry about us. We can all. Well, most of us.
I look at Chiwu to see if they will be alright.
He's been talking to the army this whole time and trying to discuss what they're going to do.
Alright.
Don't worry, Chi-Chi. I got it. Woo woo. Woo woo.
So I guess before we go hopping through portals, you probably deal with the task at hand, which was your
Why
deliver,
we're here.
Kronos.
We were coming to find you for other reasons, and then found out you were not where you were supposed to be.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Sorry, I'm a little.
It's alright.
It's complicated. communication kerfuffle, I guess you could call it, with a holder. That's what it was called, right?
I believe so.
And my daughter is not herself. And I hold up Row and like, her body's okay, but she is here.
Yeah, thank you. Oh wow! And as soon as he picks her up, you can see he's kind of just like, this is very unusual.
Very much like her back.
Just needs elven magic.
Would you, just so I'm clear, her body is somewhere else, safe, and her essence is in this?
That's what I got from what I was told. I don't know a lot about this.
I believe I can help with this, yes. And you said this was a beholder that did this to her?
Yes.
Alright, how long has she been in this state?
I guess it's been over two years.
Decent amount of time. And do you know, does she have any memory of before?
I'm asking her that
Oh.
right now, like,
Mhm.
which I assume she does.
Yeah, she just kind of like looks at you and is like, I don't know how to speak rodent. Says yes, she does. She would remember not necessarily her life, but she would know that this isn't what she's supposed to be.
She understands she's not who she's supposed
Yeah,
to be. But she
yeah.
doesn't quite know who she
Yeah.
is.
I can work with this. May I sit with her for a while?
If you need to.
Just an hour, just to
Are
become
we
accustomed.
staying here for an hour?
Maybe should we go back to town?
What time is it?
Well, it was
Look on
about
the stopwatch. Almost, pocket watch.
it's about like 1 in the afternoon.
It's exactly 1 o'clock.
1:01.
Just missing the minute hand.
It's
Yeah.
always exactly like that.
Yeah.
If the
Click. Click. Click.
dong, dong, dong. That's big chimes.
He like sits down on the ground and just like holds her, and you see him close his eyes and just starts like meditating, and you see this aura of like a light blue pulse start coming out of his hands and going into Ro, and she just kind of like shivers a little bit and then like curls up on his lap and kind of just lets him like essentially learn how to help her. And he's just gonna sit there with her for a little bit. Lily and Theo, the other elf man that was trapped, is going to walk over. Theo helping Lily walk. And she's going to come over. I don't know how to thank you all for what you've done. He's taking pictures of the cat. I don't know how to thank you all for what you've done. This is unbelievable. We don't even know you. Thank you so much for saving us.
No thanks is necessary, man.
Just your firstborn child.
Oh gosh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Rumpelstiltskin, that's your name.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it. Got it.
You got it. You can keep your child now.
Woo! Promise.
Yeah, we were just all a day's work.
Some help would be the only pay we would need.
I don't know. I just. Did you by any chance come across another young elf man?
Don't remember any elf man.
Named. I suppose he must have succumbed to his injuries. We had a few. There were 2 other elf men. from our tribe with us. One of them, unfortunately, died a few miles back. Frederick and Phineas escaped.
Oh, Phineas. You hear about Phineas, didn't we?
You do know Phineas.
I think we met someone named Phineas. Who was he?
Phineas?
Phineas. See that guy in the house?
Not Fan Accolade.
Binoculars.
That's my husband.
We talked with him, yes.
He's alive. He was dying, and then we helped him, and he's not dying anymore.
Oh, ow.
He's headed back toward the village.
Yeah, safely.
And
Safely.
silently.
Yes.
Wait, what? Are we talking about the
Fen?
same person?
Fen was dying.
Wait, who?
Huh?
Was there two people?
We said
Fen.
different. We said different
Oh,
names.
Ben.
Fen Accolade,
Fen
my
Accolade.
husband, who's in charge.
So that wasn't who you're talking about.
Phineas was another.
Yes.
Phineas
Okay.
was the one
No,
in
we
the
haven't.
house.
Phineas.
Was the one in the house. Him and Frederick escaped.
Well,
and Frederick died, and Phineas got shot a bunch
Our
of times.
menu. Our.
Then Accolade is the
memory.
one in charge of the tribe.
Yeah.
So she
I'm new here. I'm confused.
Phineas?
All these names are really blending
Farm.
together.
Was that Fen with a F or a PH?
So who's the baby daddy?
Fen.
Wait,
Phineas?
Fen?
Fen.
Fen.
I thought it was Fen.
Oh. Well
Fen.
then.
F-E-N.
F-E-N. Fen Accolade.
F-E. No.
Mr. Accolade is at back home,
He is
safe
fine.
and sound.
Others I
Princess
don't
Holly.
remember because it wasn't really
Needs to
important to my
go
mission, and I
potty.
was very tired.
Okay. Fen is Bartholomew's
We saw
son,
Fen, but nobody
who
else.
is in
The
charge.
whole
who was
village was
taking care of the
abandoned.
town while you got the tribe while you guys.
So ask your question again.
What is happening right now? Why are you doing this to me? Sorry,
Who was she
my
asking about?
computer's about to die.
Who is she asking about?
Phineas?
Phineas
Asking
or
about
Fen?
Phineas.
Phineas or Phineas?
Finn.
Phineas.
Phineas.
Different person, not Fen.
Not Fen.
Mr. Whoever your husband is.
Accolade.
Acrolay?
Accolade or Accolade?
I have no idea.
I missed the R in my notes.
Acrolay? Accolade?
Accolade.
Acolyte.
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 Oh my
Sounds
gosh.
like a medical condition.
That's it. Everybody is named Steve.
Steve! I know Steve! He's the one that died.
No.
Are you sure you don't mean Steve, the guy at the dwarf that helped us?
Yes, the wandering
Revivify?
trader.
Steve.
met him. He's friendly.
We met
We like
Steve.
Steve.
Steve helped revivify Steve back in.
Steve helped
Steve
revivify
Land.
Steve. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Does that
For
answer
the
your name?
love
Your
of
question,
everything.
Steve?
Lily is married to Fen Accolade,
ahead.
who is Bartholomew's son. Bartholomew is the chief of that tribe.
Got it.
While he was kidnapped, Fen, his son, took over. Lily's husband, Fen. You met him at the town, or you met him in the tribe at like the tribe village. Phineas, Theo, and Frederick were the three elf men who were captured with them. Phineas and Frederick escaped. They were in a cage together. Escaped and tried to run back.
Frederick died.
Frederick got shot and killed a buttload of times. Phineas got shot a buttload of times and made it to the house.
Did we even ask
You
for
guys-
Phineas's name?
He told you!
Yeah, he just openly told us his name.
I was probably
He did.
sleeping.
It's very
Just
trusting.
strangers.
I was
I'm sorry. The
yeah,
person that
very
usually interacts with
interested.
people was very tired.
And the one
Alright.
that would normally keep track of it and think about people's names and keep track of who they are and what they look like was very much not interested in them at that point.
Yeah, so Phineas is okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
He's
Fen?
Fen is
That's fine.
As your new child, safe at home.
wait, it's not for this.
I looked down. Oh wait.
Got about lies.
There was no child with him. No woman. He's good.
He's taking care of the village.
He's a good boy.
She's gonna sit down.
Checks.
I didn't think that too many names was gonna be that big of a deal. I didn't think
it
4
is.
names was gonna be that big.
It was just Ben and
It sounds like
Phineas.
Yeah.
you're censoring yourself.
Oh, Phineas.
Yeah.
Phineas is okay. Theodore? What was
Theo.
it? Theo's name is dead.
No! Frederick is dead. Theo is standing right
Theo! Frederick's dead. Theo's right here. Phineas is going back, but he got blinded a little bit. He's fine
next.
now.
On today's episode of Everyone Needs to Just Read the Notes.
Yeah.
Some of
Your
us
question
take
was?
Notes.
What was the question?
Who are you asking?
Did Phineas, the one who escaped with Frederick and ran off after being porcupined with arrows, did you find him and is he okay?
He found him, yes. He was not okay, but we made him okay and sent him on his way.
But
Okay?
we have no idea if he's okay
Yeah, we
now.
don't actually know.
Oh my
We'll
god.
find out
Is
when
that
we
into a
get
trade?
And
Is
I'm
he
the
walking
one with a
away?
head
I
wound.
think he's fine.
You think he's in a romantic relationship with Phineas?
Phineas is in a
actually.
romantic relationship with Phineas?
Yeah.
He's
I
very
mean-
self-absorbed.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, yeah.
Okay. Forget I asked. I'll get back home and find out then.
We
I
told
mean-
you what you asked about. The answer is yes.
Sorry.
I'm gonna sit down and take a short rest.
Did you forget your notes? Is that what happened?
I didn't take notes
Oh.
because Kronos wasn't paying attention.
Oh, that's fair.
And neither was Ivy paying attention.
Yeah.
So Miranda wasn't taking notes. And nobody else here takes notes.
Yeah.
Look, I can either role play or take notes. Which one do you want? Because I can't do both.
Fair.
I want to go and bond with the bear.
Okay.
Make friends with it.
Animal handling check.
Just spend the next period of time that we're sitting here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do that.
Okay.
It's an 11.
Okay. It takes you a bit, but since you're sitting here for an hour,
Yeah.
the bear does eventually let you get close, and kind of like sniff you a little bit.
All right. And gain his trust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, when they were, I was gonna
I'm good
say,
friends. Speak the same language.
in
Faith,
the
Do
hour.
you have
Trust
speak with
cards.
animals?
No.
Oh.
The little
That's a
dwarf
shame.
kid will try to pet Jax because he sees him as a rabbit.
Yep.
Aww.
You see this tiny little 12-year-old dwarven boy with bright red.
Yep.
2 little beards. She's like. Dad! Dad!
Stop that.
Dad! This would feed us for a month! Can I kill it? Can I catch it? Can I keep it? Mom, can I keep it? Can I take it home?
Hey now.
You're a Rex, Dad. Yeah. Sorry.
That's our friend. We won't be eating friends here.
I like animal friends.
Yeah. Don't eat him. He's not a real rabbit.
Anybody else want to do anything?
I'll take a short rest.
Uh,
Go search for the cat.
wait, is everybody resting?
I'm resting.
I'm not resting.
Oak finds
I mean, we're
Daisy
staying
and
here for
goes
at least
distraction.
an hour. So
Distraction.
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 You want me to
I
distract
need
somebody?
no, me, distract me.
Distract you?
Distract me.
I have a distraction. I just remembered that I can open that portal for 24 hours and somebody can hop through it and back as many times as they want for 24 hours.
Dude.
Would you like to hop through a portal and find out where it goes?
I wanna go. Resting.
You're sleeping.
Not sleeping, just resting.
You can do it with the rabbit. I'm sure he does.
he would. That's a great distraction. Are you gonna go too?
I'll stand on the other side and guard the portal. Because Tyrellian's sleeping and.
Not sleeping. Just sitting down.
Well, like, picture you actually saying that.
Just told me to sit there resting. Taking a short rest.
Just need a here and now distraction, not a now and later distraction.
Well, this is an now and 24 hours from now distraction.
Daisy, you could shoot her with your fun gun. See what happens.
You could stop talking. Tyrellian.
Hey, I'm just offering distraction.
It's not helpful.
Sorry. Jack says dice games.
What? The bear's
Oh!
just like scratching.
Well, you're doing that, and the little kid's going like this.
Yeah, just like.
The bear's scratching, just like flopping that back leg.
We'll let
Can I
them
pickpocket
play.
Jack some a dice game?
You roll a stealth, sleight of hand check, enough.
Would you like a paper bag to blow into?
Paper blag?
Paper bag.
It says 18.
I'll let it.
Like,
Your blue blazer.
Grab a king of dice. Dice games are very
yes,
distracting.
yes, that's
Here,
great.
we'll play dice game.
Oh, I love dice games.
I didn't bring my cups.
It's okay. We just throw dice.
Alright.
Lily.
I feel like my
Maybe,
distraction
like-
was better.
You're right. It probably is. We should go.
Okay.
I just got these dice out.
Well, give them back. You shouldn't be stealing from people.
You know, I stole people.
Just goodbye.
Gosh.
I
Yeah, borrow these. Here's your dice back.
What do I need
She
to
doesn't
do?
want me to do anything.
Oh.
You would.
Jesse's like, not now, not now.
You'd essentially just have to read the spell. Like, so the spell scroll is essentially a spell slot for that one specific spell. So you can just cast the spell into the portal or into the symbol, and it will open the portal.
Should I maybe take a vote and
I mean, would Daisy take a vote?
Daisy would take a vote. Daisy likes to help.
Unless it comes to you.
Okay.
Guys, should I open portal now or open portal later?
Aren't you almost dead?
No.
We could take our new friend.
I'm like half dead.
I-
So I think we should probably wait
Oh,
for
right.
the
I'm-
hour to
More
be
than
up.
half
I'm
dead.
bleeding.
Mostly alive, but I feel pretty dead.
I am more dead
Maybe
now.
we should at least wait for the short rest to take effect if we open the portal.
I think we've had time for a short rest.
Have we?
Yes, she took an hour for Bartholomew to attune to.
Oh.
Did it work?
He's still. It will take.
Still
In that hour was
Still
our
doing it.
conversation.
Oh,
was
it's
one of
hasn't
the-
been out yet.
Should-
Not yet,
okay.
Okay, no.
So, I mean,
I took my thoughts.
unless you want to.
Do what you. I'll defer to the.
I would also like to point out it is about it will by the time Bartholomew's done it'll be about 2 o'clock, and part of your
Still
24
1 o'clock.
hours would be during the night in the Deadwood.
24 hours is always going to be during night, so.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a very fair
I'm
point.
making that big assumption that these are 24-hour days.
That's a good point.
Do you not want us to open the portal right now?
No, I don't care.
You
Oh,
don't care?
Daisy, can we
Can't-
move
I can't-
portal
I can't
once
tell you
it's
either.
all open?
What?
Can you move it? The portal? If we.
Does it stay with the wagon?
Can we move the wagon?
Yeah.
Was the portal open?
Can we move the portal with the wagon?
How would you know?
I don't know. We can try.
I would say we could try it once we're sure we want to do it.
Since when are you the reasonable one?
I'm not. Let's just do it now. We can take bluffers with us.
Alright.
Can't we just
What
wait
color is
till
bluffers?
the hour's up? and
Brown.
Brown.
Much more
He's like a-
chocolate
Maybe we
brown.
should
I
take
don't want to
He is a
distract
grizzly
the
bear.
concentration of Bartholomew.
Fine. You still need a distraction.
I'm assuming it's a
Evil
giant
grizzly
portal.
bear. You're about as
Do
big
you
as his one arm.
see the rabbit
Nice.
over there?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my phone gun.
You should
Take this gun.
him.
Aim between his ears, but like slightly above, between his ears. Okay?
I'm not listening, by
Like
the way.
that. Where the child's
So,
hand is.
Gene,
What?
the bear fluffers
Yeah.
is a really big. You
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
good? Okay, never
Is
mind.
is he wearing anything other than a harness?
So he's got a harness.
I'm gonna take the harness off
Okay.
and rub him.
Okay.
Make him like me a
He
lot.
just flops over onto his stomach.
Yeah.
Ow, hit my head. Giant head. Yeah, he's just like on his stomach, legs kicking out.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's such a good idea.
I was
either.
starting to wonder if that would go against my alignment, then I'm like, no, she's trying to help. This is helpful.
I'm not wearing the hat, by the way.
Oh.
I don't know where it is.
Fluffers is wearing
I
it.
have it.
Maybe the little child that's ruffling your hair has it on.
Mm.
now.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes. That's it. I'm now on top of Fluffers, just like scratching them, loving them up.
Isn't this a metallic bear?
No.
It was a real bear.
Just a real bear. It's a grizzly. Big old grizzly.
Big
It's a real
grizzly
I'm
bear.
imagining you just like scraping the
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go shoot the fun gun at a tree.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
It's 2.
I don't know what that does.
Okay.
This will be a surprise for all of us.
Totally missed the tree.
This is all we're gonna do all night, isn't it?
Maybe.
Sit here, wait for the attainment to happen.
Well, I have to take an hour.
I rolled a 2. How many times do I get to shoot this thing?
You rolled a 2.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, actually.
Is it roll D100 or is it a D20?
So, you line up and you go, and a little white flag comes out that goes off the end.
It says pew on it.
It says pew on it.
On the flag.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Wasn't that fun?
It was fun. Should I like aim it at you this time? Do it again?
Would it help you if you did that?
It helped me.
Make me feel better too.
We could play Russian roulette and aim the gun at whoever draws the shortest straw. Does that sound fun? Shut up. You're not Russian.
Russia doesn't exist in this world, does it?
Siberia.
It's called
Same here, you
RUSHIN. Russian roulette.
I love it.
Okay. So is it just a one time? Like you draw straws once and then that's just one, or do we really keep going?
We just do it one time. We can't bring too much bad karma.
It just says pew.
Yeah. Today.
Okay, cool. So it doesn't really matter. It just says pew today. So whoever rolls lower
Between me and you.
between me and you. I got a 13.
Okay. Daisy's gonna take her hood off and back up a little bit to the tree. Like kind of smile.
It's just gonna go pew, right? That's all it's gonna do, right?
It's just maybe aim like above my head.
Above your head. Do you have an apple?
Can I conjure an apple?
Am I watching this?
No.
And
Can I conjure an apple?
I thought we were supposed to hide our technology, but he's the one who told us to. So.
Distraction.
He seems okay with it too.
Here, I have a metal egg.
That works. Wait, no, it'll ricochet.
I've got my owlbear
What?
stuffing.
That'll work.
Daisy, are you sure this is the best idea?
It's helping her.
There's an apple in the supplies on the
Okay.
wagon.
It doesn't seem like it would. It could very much not help you.
I don't need to be helped.
Oh.
This energy would be aimed elsewhere if it wasn't here.
Hold up. You don't need to be helped. What just happened back there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna balance the owlbear on my head.
She said there was an
Hold
apple.
hold on. Guys.
It's fine. It just says pew.
No, it doesn't. She shot it at.
Oh,
It's an 11.
no, you're rolling a 1d10.
Oh, a D10.
Yeah.
Oh, which one's D10?
Shot it at Tyrillian earlier. It did something else. I forget what it was. It wasn't great.
She doesn't know that. I mean, he doesn't know that.
It didn't work. Or something.
missed.
It
It's a
was
3.
not.
It just missed. It was a regular gunshot.
It was like not. Something's not right about this. Put it down.
Vanna,
Shot at the apple on top of her head.
roll a 1d10 for me.
1D10.
Daisy's just gonna continue to ignore Chronos. The voice of reason. Which one is a
Count
D10?
to
This
us.
one is a D10.
Yeah, you just look at it and go 2, 4, 5.
JC
There's 5
counted
sides.
us.
10? Right?
Mhm.
10?
So you shoot her, and you don't really.
changing the music?
No, the song just ended. So you shoot her, and you see this ray of light shoot out the end. Not like a full like, but just like a little like bullet of light hit her in the head, and then start melting over her. And as it does, her appearance starts to change to that of Kronos.
Mine?
Yes.
It was the apple.
And yeah, you look like Kronos for the next 24 hours.
That'll distract us.
See, it's a good idea. This is a really bad idea.
Wait. She's just gonna grow
Yes!
taller.
Your leg just. Yeah.
The hooves popping out.
It didn't say pew, Daisy.
Is this helping?
That's great, man. No, I don't know anymore.
I'll take my gun back now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is this normal?
No.
Wait, this is gonna be confusing for
Put your
Pearl.
hood up.
Do I still have my cape?
Yeah, you're still wearing all of your clothes. You're
I'm
just
gonna
now
put
That's
look
a
like
weird
him.
sight.
I'm gonna put my hood up, and it's gonna like sit on top of the horns. And she's gonna walk and probably
This
like
could be a lot more
stumble.
fun.
Yeah, I don't think you can walk.
Are her clothes a little bit small?
Oh yeah, she's still
She's
wearing
wearing
Daisy
a
clothes.
dress.
Yeah,
Yes. Exactly.
Well- she's wearing a long shirt.
I thought
My
you.
boots.
Your boots.
I thought you'd change appearance and clothing area.
Daisy, you look great.
Why is? Oh my gosh,
It-
what happened?
It
Chewie,
says.
can I have that cape back?
It says.
So there your cape.
Crap.
I'll put the cape over Daisy. Should be long enough to cover everything.
Oh, great,
Oh
thanks.
gosh.
I'm wondering if this is hilarious.
It's
my fur.
Thing right now.
Oh, why is
Savannah.
she you?
It says your appearance changes to that of another humanoid within 60 feet of you. The effect fades after 24 hours. So I wasn't gonna have you look like one of the other
You just
people.
had to come watch, didn't you?
I had to roll a 10.
What do you
so
mean?
You're a humanoid.
Yes, he is.
Aren't you a fae?
Technically,
But he's humanoid.
Humanoid shaped like a human.
Yeah.
this is about technical classification. But
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter
Okay.
for the purposes.
I mean, technically, I'm fae too, so she'd be like,
A tree.
She turns into a tree.
it turns into a.
That's just okay.
Guys, just don't look at me.
All right, no problem
I mean, I know it's gonna be really hard for you guys to tell the difference between us for the next 24 hours, but
stumble.
you're just gonna have to try as she like trips over a friend.
Wait, are you physically him or
Yeah, how does
Do I have this
appear?
in
for
love?
her? How does
Do
that
you
work?
feel
No,
like
you just take on his physical appearance. So your body,
turn into a satyr.
yeah, your body looks like him, but like you still have, it doesn't affect like your clothes and stuff. So you still are wearing your same clothes and stuff, but like
I guess the question is it like a disguise self where
It's
she
not
doesn't
leaving.
have to get used to a different body?
Or is it like
Yeah,
the
you
Or does she
change,
have to get used to
I
does it
think she'd
physically
have to
change
get.
it?
I think you'd have to get used to it because it doesn't say that it's like. It says you take on this appearance,
Jesse,
so
you
like.
can just say it like you
Yeah,
know. You
I-
know. Tell us.
Yeah, you.
Tell us how it
you-
is.
I mean, if it was like another human, that'd be fine, or like someone with normal legs. But you got backwards weird goat legs right now, so
So she's
yeah,
walking around just like I am now.
yeah. Well, kinda.
A little bit.
She's kind of just like.
Not much different.
she's like a newborn.
Aww.
So.
Oh, we
Oh
know.
gosh. This could have begun very badly. We practice walking.
I'm gonna teach her how to walk.
Should I take like an athletics check
Yep.
or something?
I'm healthy.
Yeah.
I don't have good athletics.
You get to roll 2 because I'm helping.
Oh, I get to roll 2.
Mhm.
Not that it matters. I mean that's
What?
pretty good.
I rolled an 18 and then I rolled a 1.
Okay.
My help was a 1.
Okay. It takes you a little bit, but you're like, okay.
I feel like you would try to help and would like shove me over
Yeah.
or something instead of actually helping.
You're like, I don't know, you just walk. I don't know what to do. You just lift your leg, move it forward, put it down. That's what you do. Yeah, you're able. The tail's a little weird.
The horns are a little heavy.
Yeah. But you're getting used to it. You're like, okay, it's gonna be a fun day. All right. You get a little scared. Suddenly have a strange urge for metal cans. I'm like, I don't know what's that about. I don't know. Gonna have Jackie Kennedy teeth by the
Maybe we should camp the night here.
It's
Okay.
been an hour, so I'll say that Bartholomew is able to come out of his state. Oh.
Turn her around, push her over to Ivy. It's like, you take care of this problem. I have other
She
things.
stumbles a little bit.
I pull out the house stuffy. You need this back.
I don't know how to hold it right now. I have to hold on to the trees.
Oh my god, this is the best outcome.
What'd you say?
This is the best outcome. Okay, so Bartholomew's gonna look at you. And be like, I have spoken with her essence. I believe I am able to fix this. It is going to require a few things. I am not sure if you have hope. I need a bit of gold. Just a bit.
Try that.
I need a gemstone.
What kind?
Just a.
Any?
It doesn't really matter. Just a pure cut gemstone. Ta-da.
This emerald work?
An emerald would work, yes. I need a candle, preferably two if you have them. If not, I can cut them.
I don't have any candles.
I
I
have
think I do.
Torch.
a candle.
A candle, very good. Thank you. And
I have my net 20 on the wisdom saving throw.
I
Just
need
there's
a
really helpful.
bit of you as her father. Whether it be a hair, a drop of blood, some sort of familial, tangible essence to send her back to.
Essence of me specifically, or
Preferably not fecal matter.
preferably, or
I
definitely?
think
I thought you said probably, actually.
probably not fecal matter.
Like
Fur, hair, I said drop of blood, anything really, just something to have that blood connection to her former self. Or rather, her true self.
So we get a short rest.
To have.
Yeah.
A short rest.
a couple
Here's my hoof.
threads
Okay.
off of his hip.
Okay. Thank you.
Fur?
Fur. Yeah, threads of fur. Off of his like
He's going to.
thigh, I guess. Be calf.
Wherever-
Calf's the only thing, I
Wherever,
suppose.
wherever fur comes from.
He's going to pick up Ro and lay her on her back so that you can see the like pulsing coming from under her chest plates. May I have the candle, please? Thank you. And he snaps it in half so that there's two. Lights the one end, puts one of your hairs in it. This is not the right song I want for this. And you see him sit down with like crisscross applesauce with Bro on his legs. And he holds the two candles, or the candle in one hand, the other candle in the other hand. He's got the gold and the emerald,
How much gold is that?
just one piece. You just need a piece. The gold and the emerald on her chest, and then dropped the hair in her. And you see, as he sits, his eyes start glowing that same blue, and the wind starts picking up around him, and he begins to like rise off the ground with Ro on his lap.
I take a wary step back.
And you can see what looks like almost a portal opening above him. And looking through, you see, just making sure the name I have correct.
Let's take a concerned step forward.
No, save yourself.
You see the face of an Emir that Daisy, you would recognize from your trips to the towers. This is the face of Emir Anura, who is the Emir of knowledge. Her skin looks like that of like old pages almost, and it looks like she has almost like words. Like her skin looks like parchment, and it looks like she has like tattoos of words and spell symbols, kind of just swirling down her neck and face in like patterns. Her hair's inky black. Sorry, there we go. And you see her look through the portal at Bartholomew, and she swirls her hand, which releases this like similar to his blue power, like that light blue glow that he gives off, but as it swirls, it's almost like a smoke wisp, kind of similar to like the will o' the wisps, I guess, is kind of the vibe I'm going for. And you can see like the symbols and the words like floating almost through the mist, and she reaches her hand down and picks up the emerald and the gold and puts it in her hand. Her hands, as they get closer, look enormous. Like her hand looks to be like that big. In proportionate, like proportionate to her body, she looks huge. But you see her take the gold and stop it and pull them up.
It's like one gold coin.
And pocket them, and then reach her other hand down, and with the same hand puts her one finger on Bartholomew's head, and then her other finger on Ro.
Which fingers?
These two. Yeah. And kind of pull, and you see essentially the essence of both of them escape. You can see.
It's just like.
Yeah, you can see as the essence comes out of Ro, it's not Ro, it's Aphrodite. She appears like floating and almost asleep. And you see Amira Nora tilt her head a little bit and then look at the essence of Bartholomew. And you see a little bit of that color, that blue, trickle out of him up the trail up to her finger, almost like she's siphoning out of him and into Aphrodite's essence. And it takes what feels like forever, probably takes about 10 seconds, and then she releases her hand. The figures are still floating, releases her hand, goes back into the portal, and it shuts. The wind continues to go, but slows a little bit. And you can see Bartholomew's essence go back into him, and his eyes open up, still holding the candle in one hand, takes the other candle in his other hand that was holding the gems, or that was holding the other candle. The gems were on Ro, and you see the light from the one candle transfer to the other, and Aphrodite's essence, her eyes open up, and you see it just in that, the same, like mists, wispies as Amira Nora was giving off. And you see Bartholomew lower to the ground, eyes close, and slowly opens them up again.
She's killed her. She's dead. Get him.
Did it work?
I believe so. He puts his hand on Rel, and you see that blue pulsing light that used to be in there is no longer in there. It's just kind of, yeah, it's kind of like shut off. Not like limp, like, but just like stiff almost. Kind of like it's
Lost
powered
his
off.
personality.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And he flips it back over and hands it to you. It's just a shell now. Do you have someone that you would like me to message?
Yes. Andromeda.
Where is she? I need a little more information than a name.
Do you know of Seer or Red Range?
I've heard of Red Range.
The Red Range is
And Andromeda, I'm assuming Satyr?
yes. No,
Should be. What would you like me to say to her? Or ask?
Is she home?
Give me a moment. You see him close his eyes, and that blue aura kind of emanates a little bit. And he goes, Andromeda? I'm here with Kronos. Is she awake? Is she alright? And he pauses for a minute, and you can see him. She said, her eyes opened and she asked for strawberries.
Oh my goodness. Should we applaud or something?
The tissues are over there.
She said, "Let's get the strawberries."
Strawberries!
She's gonna die from now.
She's gonna die. She is awake. I do not know what can be done for the automaton,
Thank you. And he's gonna walk somewhere private.
but okay. You just hear ugly crying.
Well, now that that's done. Portal.
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 Wait, what time is it?
It's about 3. 2:33.
Whole hour.
10 seconds for an entire hour.
It's a whole hour.
It kind of like warped timey a little bit.
Sure, okay.
Portal.
Portal.
Took a while to find the candle.
Yeah.
I feel like Chrono should be here before.
Well, Kronos is kind of here for the candle. For the portal.
Chronos
Just
is
behind a tree. This one.
sobbing
Yeah, I
in a
know.
corner.
What do you look like?
I know that.
Me?
Yeah.
I am Chronos. My child. Oh wait. Well, we need Daisy here for the portal, so there's no way for her to come back.
We're gonna wait today.
I'll
Okay,
say,
let's go back to the town then.
Make a perception check.
I'm kidding.
23 hours left.
16.
You're not sure, but you feel like something is watching you. Not necessarily in like a bad way, just you feel a presence watching you.
I am sitting there with Ro
Uh-huh.
in my lap.
Uh-huh.
It's Daisy looking for your eyes.
I'm gonna search Reggie Cat.
Oh yeah,
I was
did.
going over.
I never searched him! You never gave me what I found, or had me roll, or anything.
It was just Heath.
I said it like 4 times now.
Okay.
It was just Heath.
Start roll for it. Okay.
24.
Okay.
26.
Okay.
26.
Now that I'm crying in a corner, I
Natural 20. It's a natural 20. Total 26.
You find his will.
Who did you leave his hat to?
You.
Does Reggie Cat have a hat?
What does he look like? Okay.
You should have named
Oh,
him.
he's the armor dude.
Oh, right. He looks like he has cat ears.
That's right.
Reggie Cat.
Get. You find a big old great axe. Next to him, where he fell.
Okay.
There's a bunch of like tinkering parts, like a bunch of gears and wires and stuff. That
Take
you
some small,
take
some
if you
smaller
want to.
ones.
Okay. You do find a pouch of 10 platinum on him.
Okay.
That's not a lot.
Yeah.
Chad Granny would have picked up that great axe.
Okay. Gosh, I'm so sweaty.
You're sweaty?
I'm so sweaty.
I'm
like
warm.
really cold.
Really?
I'm quite warm.
It's so hot right now.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool.
Then
I'll wait for the party to get ready to go.
Okay.
So are we leaving?
How long would it take me to open the portal?
A few seconds just to cast.
wait on that. My need for distraction.
I'm sorry. Is this not distracting enough?
Thank you. Thank you. I don't think.
Would you like
Fan
me to-
fiction is being written right now
Would
in
you like me
someone's
to
head.
Krebs like a pony? What would you like to see Kronos do that he wouldn't do, but I would do it?
Wear a dress.
I'm already doing that.
Do something reckless. Now you're in a good mood. Now that you've got all of the guys here, now you're in a happy mood.
Not boyfriends.
Yeah, all your new boyfriends.
Take a moment when everyone's kind of distracted.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, is she gonna do this?
Yeah.
Oak.
He, they.
The
Oh,
the
yeah,
she
she's
who is
shedding her winter
disguised
coat,
as
so.
a he stalks over.
Oh gosh. Yeah, kill him. Kill him.
Still looks as oak though.
Uh-huh.
She did roll really high on her wisdom save, so her hair's fine. She's got it under wraps right now, but you can make me re-roll anytime.
I'm keeping an eye. What was that?
Nothing. That wasn't me.
They are everyone's distracted. They're fiddling with rocks, I guess.
I'm fiddling with fluffers.
I'm
Fluffers.
searching Reggie
Fluffers.
for 3 hours.
Is there a way to have my back to like Lily and Theo, but have him in front of me? Just position herself like that.
Yeah, because he's kind of sitting down near the front, and near like the front cart, and Lily and Theo are like towards the back, like not really, kind of in the woods a little bit, not really like in the woods, but like she's sitting on a stump, so she's not sitting up against the cages.
So you can have mercy for a small child trapped inside of an automaton.
Well, yes, and also he help save my daughter-in-law and grandchild's life. I put my own feelings aside. Also, the child didn't choose to be trapped in such a contraption.
How does that make you feel?
Oh shit. So, not a vile, hideous creature then?
Not as a child. No, I. Oh my gosh! I got a cat here in my nose.
Excuses.
I'm sorry.
I can't think of it.
Oh, I do have a tissue on me. Hot diggity dog. Give me 2 seconds. I got it.
It's okay. Just steaming over here. It's fine.
Got murdered.
sorry.
Most important decision of my life. So good.
I'm not sure what you mean, young man. She
I
was.
think you know exactly what I mean.
I thought Kronos was drumming on Ro. Like trying to pump life back into her.
You see him look at you kind of, and then recognition flares in his eyes.
Curse the child. Burn the witch.
I feel like there should be different music for this.
You just pause it and never know.
Hold that thought.
I knew you'd come back eventually. Lahya. How do you pronounce it? Laja?
I looked it up again.
Okay.
Because the pronunciation.
I feel like I've pronounced it correctly once.
Me too.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, we can make it up. It's your name.
I think it's Lahia.
Lahya. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew you'd come back eventually, Lahya. Couldn't run forever.
She was innocent. So she was innocent.
Oh, who?
I'm currently still oak, but
Your mother?
yes.
The witch?
And she was a druid.
I
She taught me.
I work with druids. Many of the tribe are druids. Your mother, if you want to still call her that, consorted with those unnatural. Having no respect for life and death. Playing with the fate strings of others on a whim.
As he's speaking, I pull out the what's it? The dagger. What dagger is it called? Do you still have
Poison
that?
dagger.
Poison, just straight up poison dagger,
Poison
right?
dagger. The one that. Yeah.
Yeah, dagger of venom.
No.
Life for life, right? It's all about balance.
Go on. Become the monster we know you are.
Except no one would know, right? No.
You would know. You'd have to go to your grave. Or whatever
I could be.
facade of a grave that you...
No one would know, and then you could do whatever I wanted you to do.
No one would believe you could be me.
Just shift the face to his. You're so focused on your perfect life. How would you know that no one else is such as I am? What about Fen? You're so focused on making everything pretty and shiny and on the outside. What about the inside?
Fen is a good ruler. He had enough to attract you to him. Popcorn, here you go.
just
I see even now you still don't want to embrace the unnatural.
Let me hold my thought. I had a thought from before, so let me go find it.
I'm talking to Bartholomew. Yeah. Who you are isn't what you've done. It's what you're trying to be. What are you trying to be?
A good ruler who keeps his small tribe and clan safe from the unnatural. You say your mother was a druid, but yet she cavorted and helped those whose powers were far from natural.
She's helped the village. All she was doing in the village was probably lending aid, as she always did, with her herbs.
I'm not going to sit here and lie on your mother's name and say that she never did any good. Sure, there are countless who would thank her for a few tasks here and there, but I have to look at the bigger picture. As the leader, it is my job to drive out the poison. It is my job to keep it pure and as natural as we can. You've come into our woods and have brought mechanical means, which you know is forbidden. So right there is an offense to nature. Your very being, your very essence, is a disgrace to that of nature.
It's not the mechanics that are bad. I don't think. Not totally.
It's unnatural. Whether it is good or bad to begin with at its creation, it is unnatural.
It's up to the person who creates it. Are you good? How can you be good when you murdered a mother and chased out her child? Reject any who come for sanctuary that don't fit your ideal?
The Deadwood is a dangerous place, even in its natural element. And you expect me to allow the unknown? Yes, I'm sure there are some machines and mechanical beings and automatons and all sorts that are not cruel or evil at heart. But they're not true. They're not real. They're made. They're false. So how can they have any say in how they are used? Take that small creature that I helped today. Yes, I'm sure that small machine never meant to do any harm. I'm sure that innocent young girl who was trapped in there never meant to do any harm. But for 3 years, that machine held that girl's soul captive. She could not escape. It wasn't her choice.
No, it was the beholder, the creature of the so-called natural world
Who
that
used
held her there.
who used the machines to his advantage. If the machines were never there, he would never have been able to do that. If you take away that which is unknown, there can be no danger. If you only...
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, I've had so long to work on this man. Hey, he's a ruler for a reason.
Uh-huh. And I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Lahia knows that.
Your mother
But you...
had years to tell us what you were. But instead, she didn't train you. She didn't teach you how to control it. She left you volatile and raw. And you exploded that day. Who knows what you could have done? Your father...
Exploded? Who told you this?
Fen,
What story have you heard?
that you became what you truly are. A horrid monster of dark magic and undead material. Do you deny that, whether to your knowledge or not, that your being...
Can I do an insight check on him where he was talking about?
Am I hearing this
I don't
at
think...
this point? Like, I'd be walking. Well, how long has it been going on for? Because after about a minute, he doesn't coming back.
I'd say you probably would be like picking up on the fact that she's having a heated conversation. I don't think they're speaking very loudly just because everybody else around. They might be getting louder as the more heated.
Would I pick up from, like, I would be paying more attention if I heard about that they
I
were talking
did-
about them.
Glance back at
Okay.
him.
I'd
for
say
one
make
time.
a perception check just to see.
Because, like, I would be coming back and
Yeah.
seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
Can I have advantage? Because
Yeah.
I'd be checking in.
Sure. Since you're looking.
Still just 7.
What?
Still just 7.
Just a 7? I'd say you'd be able to tell that she's in a conversation, and it looks like a heated conversation with Bartholomew. You can't really pick up from the distance that you're at and the volume that they're speaking what specifically is being said.
Well, I'll try to get closer and see what I can hear.
Okay.
And that was a 12 on insight.
Okay. He seems to be telling the truth, but you're not sure if this is just something that he has convinced himself is the truth, or whether this was what was told to him. He seems to have conviction that what he's saying is real, but you don't know how he got to that final point. If that makes sense. Your mother, well, let's be honest, your adopted mother.
She's a true mother.
However you see fit, had time. She knew. And she had time to prepare you. She had time to ease you into this. But she didn't. She left you to try and control this on your own. To try and hide it, even from you. And when we confronted her about the danger that she had imposed, she got hostile. She insisted that you were that you weren't dangerous. That you were the same girl that we had grown up knowing. That there was nothing unnatural about you. But yet, your very being has no roots. You have no true nature. And on top of that, the magic which runs through your veins is the most unnatural and spits in the face of all that is good. So how could we not make the assumption that you were danger?
What danger was I ever to you? To your people?
As a young child, not much. But as you grew, and as your powers clearly grew,
Reminiscent of a fire.
as your powers clearly grew, we have no idea of what you could have been. Your mother, your real mother, birth mother, whatever you want to call her, Violetta, was a powerful woman. And your father was everything unknown. I'm surprised your other mother maintained correspondence and friendships with them after Violetta left. Yes. Did your mother tell you? Violetta. She was from this tribe. She was one of the most powerful druids we have had in a while. But she started questioning things. And she started looking for answers to questions she shouldn't have ever had. She couldn't leave well enough alone. And she found your father. And became infatuated with the idea of him, obsessed with the idea of him. And their unholy union spawned you. And look at where that got her. Having to abandon her child and dead.
Should I roll?
Yep.
Well, 14. Wisdom 14 plus 8, 22.
Okay.
What's that really mean here?
I think you're still in control. Barely. I think your next one's gonna be at disadvantage. Do you want to roll a perception so you can hear?
Just follow the bunny.
Yes, please.
I'd say you can roll with advantage because you're getting closer, you're specifically looking, and I don't think they're being as quiet as they were.
Do I get double advantage?
No.
18.
You can hear them.
What did I hear? Or did I not hear anything yet?
I'd say you would have heard that last bit of him telling her about Violetta. Yeah. And about her father and her mother.
So she's vaguely in control, so she's going to go back to the point where she feels like she has a little bit of control.
Okay.
So you decide to lie to the tribe to keep your peace?
We told them the truth in a way that was understandable. We told them that you were an unnatural being of darkness and shadow, that you had attacked Fen and Lily.
Never attacked them. Your story is wrong.
And that you ran away. That your mother, when we confronted her, became aggressive and attacked, and we were forced to save the tribe and protect our integrity, the many.
Are you not sure it wasn't the other way around?
Have the many protect the one? What one?
Yourself.
I'm fine. I was never at risk. My magics were granted to me by more than one Amirama.
So if you...
I'm
I
going
thought
to
you had a whole big speech.
I did!
telepathically talk to you.
I'm sweating so much, man.
I hope it helps. I don't know if it doesn't.
Oh, okay, so I just hear this.
Don't worry about it. It's what you hear.
Okay.
And it's my voice, so you know it's for me.
Could be from Daisy, we don't know.
It could be from Daisy. Except that Daisy's over there holding a tree trying to stand up all wobbly baby fawn style.
he doesn't really know what's going on because he only joined the conversation halfway through. But he's just trying to say some general truths to help you through this.
Okay. I did, and then it derailed it.
You can still give it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Bartholomew was one of the characters I was really excited to play because of the flip coin attitude he has. You good guy? You good guy? You did it.
I did throw some of it in there so that the whole big long spiel is kind of lost its luster. So.
Oh. Sorry.
You can always stab him.
You could always stab him.
She's in
You have
vague
the
control.
You have
What
the
does she
dagger.
look like right now?
She looks like oak. With the thin control. I think her hair is tinged blue at this point.
Okay. If the mere act of your childhood crush rejecting you was enough to bring about your true dark essence, imagine what the horrors of an adult life could be like. Imagine what havoc you could have wrought on our fragile civilization.
Cronus says something to you again. I sent you that message.
Okay.
The last thing.
Okay. But you don't know who I could be. You're afraid of who I could be instead of being inspired by who I could be.
What inspiration is there to take from you?
That even someone like me could be good?
Whether your intentions are good or not doesn't matter. You were not in control, and you were an unknown variable in an already fragile equation. So rather than trying to work you out and discover whether you were good, bad, in between, you were removed for the safety of the rest. As we have done with so many mothers, as we've done with your mother, as we did with your other mother. Those who do not relinquish to the simplicity of the life that we have long and painstakingly cultivated here. I am using all my big girl words.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Long and painstakingly cultivated here are drawn out like a poison. One being who is allowed to question and allowed to go down these paths is enough to throw everything in turmoil. We don't need to know the answers to everything. We have the answers to that which we seek.
Maybe the answers to the other things that you don't seek could change your mind on what you have sought.
Possibly, but why run the risk?
For the betterment?
Fire can both keep you warm at night, cook your food. What is this?
There's hope.
It is.
It was literally Jesus loves the little children.
It's a lullaby.
No, I have you on a playlist for a reason, my dude.
That's what we needed. We needed to hear that.
Fire.
She needs
as
to
I
hear
said,
that.
Fire
right now.
can do all of these wonderful things, but it can burn down an entire forest. It can burn you at the slightest touch. So, find a way around fire.
Or put it out.
Or put it out. Why run? Why run the risk? Even those who use fire and know how to use it, those who are so very careful, one spark could burn down their entire home.
Where's your fire genasi when you need her?
You telling me these people don't use fire at all?
It's a metaphor!
Was there no campfires?
Well, they live in trees, so not really.
There wasn't any fire.
No, probably on the ground.
Like on the ground and very
They eat
delegated.
raw fish.
Okay.
They only eat plants. They're
Is it
vegetarians.
time for the adults to step in the room yet?
Auntie Biomi is back taking care of Aphrodite.
Sure. Keeping her nice and warm.
Oh, burn her house down.
Lightly toasted Aphrodite.
I'm still within sight. You look back at me, I wouldn't have gone too far.
Oh gosh.
So as I said, if you need revenge, go right ahead. Become the darkness. Become the monster. Make your father proud.
Ah!
You wanted teen angst, baby?
Ugh.
Write a book. How to insult women in 5 syllables or less.
How long was our
Is there a
distractedness
long,
hold
is there a
out?
long enough
It's probably
pose,
not
pause
that
here?
entire 20 minutes.
Yeah. I'd say
Shoot, like he'll
I
say
didn't hear
in
what
your
he said.
head, he'll say, if you need an out, I'm here. Just give me a glance.
and Bartholomew just kind of sits back and like gets into a relaxed pose.
And the rest of us still have no clue what's happening.
I'd say those of you that want make a perception check. Because I don't think anything that is happening. Yeah, you need to roll a disadvantage, Miranda.
Can I give her advantage? I'm trying to help her.
No, this is
Telepathically.
about
24.
Nat 20?
Nat 20, but I wasn't trying to listen in.
Encouragement
I was
doesn't
doing the
help.
animal handling check to see if I can ride the bear.
Yeah, ma'am. Oh yeah.
16.
Oh yeah. You can ride that bear. Oh yeah.
Nice.
You're gonna make.
So I can interrupt that way.
You're gonna make.
Those of you that would like, I'd say like
She
looking
was
around,
trying to do that.
would notice, similar to what Kronos noticed at first, you'd see Ivy in a heated discussion with Bartholomew. I don't think any of you guys would be close enough to hear. You can kind of like tell they're saying things and like hear like the mumblings and stuff, but I don't think you'd be able to hear the actual like words because they're not like yelling at each other. You can hear. Yeah. What'd you roll?
10.
No, that's not good enough.
Can I do a glance and then an action and just like jump at him and like hold it at his throat?
I will also say your form is flickering.
How far away are you from him?
5 feet.
Yeah, I'd say about like 5-10 feet. I'd say at this point, so Bartholomew's kind of leaning up against the wagon. I'd say you would be like on the other side of the wagon because he's paying full attention to her. So she can look over his head and see you. You two that were looking, at this point, you can see Ivy flickering between Ivy, Oak, Lahia, any other form that she might have taken. Like, she's just kind of...
Oh crap. I'm gonna start making my way
I
over.
cast darkness on them,
Okay.
centered on
What
them.
was your action?
It was the action to do this. Let me go find this thing. To use an action to cause thick black poison to coat the blade.
Okay.
So I jumped at him and like.
Alright.
I don't know if he's doing anything about that.
But you're in pitch dark now.
Okay.
And you don't have dark vision either.
It doesn't even matter. It's magical darkness.
And that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Right, now she's stressed and blinded.
How much area does the blindness cover?
It is 15-foot sphere. It's a radius.
Oh, then I'm in that.
You and your
And the
bear.
bear. The bear is spooked.
Mm-hmm.
He'll attack anything that he feels.
You're on its back though, it can't really reach you.
But you trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we run into the guy, we're gonna kill him.
Wait, let's not kill him. Let's torture.
We'll maul him.
Torture.
I'm gonna say you guys, that was really good role playing. I'm gonna say you guys all get 1,000 XP. Real good role playing. That was fun. Like I said, I like when we first got the idea of Bartholomew, I love the idea of it because I'm like, is he good? Is he bad? I don't even know.
Did it help?
A little bit, and the second one more. I think the first one almost made her lean the other way.
Good job, guys. Good job.
That was
That
funny.
was a fun
Jesse.
episode. I like that.